while I'm selling chat and support and software now. And he says, will it translate? You remember this?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Larry says, will it translate to other languages? I said, I'm sure. And I'm VP of sales, but at the time I'm working from home. I'm VP of sales over no one. And of course, I'm very excited to do anything to expand the company. So we went to lunch. And at the time, I believe you'd sold your window film business to a company that hired you, and you were over Europe and Middle East?
Yeah, Europe, Middle East, Africa, India, living in Brussels.
Okay. So, not a very well-traveled guy. And did you have, and maybe I created this about you, my James Bond man crush on you. Didn't you have an apartment and a car in a couple of these places?
Yeah, absolutely. It was a second life and the full deal, full expat treatment. Company was great. So yeah, apartments, cars, people, translators, you name it.
So Larry says, okay, well, the Middle East, your software may have difficulty there. Eastern Europe. He says, what time of year could you travel? And I says, I don't know. Let's say end of July. So he says, if you're going to go end of July, I think where you should go is somewhere in South Ukraine where the Russians are on the Black Sea. And we'll get you introduced. Now, I go, well, it'll be a story for another day. It was Fashion Week in Ukraine, and it sounded like horse hooves going up and down the street, but it was high heels. And Larry says, how's it going there so far? And of course, with an exotic car background, I'd certainly run many auto shows with exotic cars, hired models, and can spot models. And, not that I was so into interacting with them, but just like being able to spot a line of work. I said, well, there's a lot of models in town. I think there's a car show here, or an exotic car show. And he said, well, welcome to Ukraine, and it's Fashion Week and whatever. All right. So fast forward, I got a translator, and now to talk about getting into car dealerships, I have to deal with the guy that could potentially get me introduced. Do you remember this?
I do. Yeah, I do.
So the translator, Boris, says, listen, when these guys are going to come to your hotel tonight, you'll meet them in the lobby. What do you drink? You need to drink with them. What do you drink? And I said, I don't drink. And he says, okay, then maybe just have 5 or 6 shots with these guys.
That's true.
So I said, I really don't drink. And he figured it out, and he got everybody one of the flask size bottles of vodka, I believe. Put water in mine, and then everybody got a can of Coke or whatever they drank next to it. And he introduces me around, and everybody's drinking, and we're in the lobby, and I think it's like 1 a.m. And, we're toasting the Titanic, and we're toasting Khrushchev, and, all that stuff. And finally, I tell a guy to on a joke, blank yourself, and next thing you know, it's like, blank my mother, blank my sister, and he's standing up like a drunk jock at a party. Now, he's a little guy, but I felt like he could take me apart. And I'm thinking, and as he's standing up, the only thing that's going through my mind is the calculations of how close I should be to him or away from him to allow whatever punch is going to. Now, he's in Russian, swearing and yelling. The translator's trying to talk him down. Now, I've been telling jokes all night, and the translator's been translating them, and they've been laughing. We've been hugging, kissing, toasting. So finally, while I could see he's uncoiling a little bit with the translator, I can tell that he's relaxing. I decide to go closer, because how hard can he hit me closer? And I move a little closer, give him a hug, give him a kiss on the cheek, and then he's like, crazy Americano, and we went back to toasting everyone. But I was wondering, does my health insurance work here? And will I have a wallet when this is all over?
This has been Jeff Stearns, Connected Through Cars.